Hey everyone, it's MoneyCastService.com, which means only one thing. It's Europe Day. Every Monday morning at CastService, we have a look at weather coming week across the continent. And today is no exception. I didn't do it last week because I had a bit of a dodgy tooth, so I had to go off to the dentist and stop to speak actually early last week. So I rested morning European Outlook last week. It's back this week. Hopefully it'll be with us now through to Easter. Before we get on with the European Outlook, just say about the ads. There's links to articles on most pages at CastService.com. Browse through widgets. The articles that you're interested in, please click through. So we're going to have a relatively chilly week coming up across the continent this week. It's not going to be desperately cold, but we're bringing in these chilly west to northwesterly winds, bringing cold air out of the northern Atlantic. So the coolest weather with this is going to be in the northwest of Europe actually, and generally it's going to be okay for many central east parts of Europe, considering how it could be. It's only a second apart, so it could be freezing cold still across many northern and eastern parts of Europe. So we're going to be doing okay this week. It's going to be chilly, but nowhere near as bad as it could be. And then later on, temperatures are actually going to push up. It could turn quite spring-like, I think, as we get through towards next weekend. So here's how things are looking today. This area of low pressure up to the north and west of Europe, so up to the north of Norway and also to the northwest of the British Isles, bringing in these chilly or even quite cold west to northwesterly winds. The upper air temperatures show that -5 isotherm is coming into many northern and western parts of Europe today. So we are bringing that chilly air in off the Atlantic. It's relatively warm though through the Mediterranean. It's relatively mild up into the east of Europe as well. Dew points show that overall they're above where they should be. No real depth of cold there across many parts of the continent. As I say, the air's chilly, so dew points are close to freezing, particularly in the northwest of Europe, around Ireland, the United Kingdom, also the low countries of northern France. Some parts of Germany and Poland also getting those dew points close to freezing. But when you consider that this sort of deep blue that we see here up across central parts of Russia, that sort of depth of cold could be plunging still across most parts of Europe. So we're doing okay. Temperatures are generally on the mild side. Lots of showers and longer spells of rain coming through in the west of Europe as well, and as these push eastwards into the cooler air in the east, they will turn to snow across parts of, say, Poland, Ukraine, and then coming down towards the Balkans, a wintry sort of mix down there. Some snow up over Scandinavia, and then we've got the wintry showers across the United Kingdom, Ireland, Holland, Belgium, and going up into Denmark, western parts of Germany. Wintry showers came through. Lots of dry weather through the Mediterranean. It has to be said, quite a nice day down there. So the temperatures today overall quite mild really. We're looking at temperatures into mid single figures in the north, a little bit warmer than that actually down in the southeast. So really quite pleasant through the Mediterranean. Definitely takes of spring down there with temperatures into the mid-teens, and going into the southeast of Europe as well. Yeah, generally quite a mild scene. So in parts of the Balkans, for instance, going down in towards Greece and Turkey, we're seeing temperatures of around 12, 13, 14 degrees. Moving into the middle part of the week, we've got low pressure up here around Scandinavia, and the ridge of high pressure starting to build in off the Atlantic. No real changes going through to middle part excuse me, of the week. So we've got relatively chilly air here across the continent, but certainly not cold, and above where we should be really across most parts of Europe for the middle part of the week. Quite warm air still through the Mediterranean, but dew points again not looking terribly exciting. Showers generally easing down through the middle part of the week. There will still be showers and longer spells of rain, sleet or snow around in some of the central parts of Europe, and going down in towards the Balkans as well. Maybe some heavy showers kicking off around parts of Corsica and Sardinia, but overall a fair amount of dry weather still through the Mediterranean. It's turning drier up in the northwest as well as that ridge of high pressure starts to build in. Temperatures, well, generally doing okay. It's on the chilly side, but it's nowhere near as cold as it could be at this time of year, with temperatures around 3, 4 or 5 degrees for most parts of Europe. Into the end of the week, and the high pressure is ridging in off the Atlantic, then in the Atlantic westerly southwesterly flows are starting to come back. So we find the coolest of the upper air temperatures in the east, Europe, milder air beginning to push in towards the west. heavy showers and thunderstorms down across Greece and also for parts of the Balkans. I mean, let's go northwards up toward the Black Sea and eastern parts of Ukraine. We could have some sleet or snow there. Then a band of rain, maybe preceded by a little bit of sleet or snow, but turning back to rain probably through France, Germany, and then turning to come up towards Scandinavia, with milder air pushing in behind in towards Norway, United Kingdom and Ireland. Much of southern France, Spain and Portugal largely dry, as is most of the Mediterranean away from Italy and the southeast. Temperatures at the end of the week generally around 3, 4, 5 degrees. Once again, it's turning milder out in the West Island up to 11, as is western France, so the milder Atlantic winds are pushing in. And then a taste of spring next weekend. High pressure setting up through many central parts of Europe, reaching in off the Atlantic, bringing up these balmy southwesterly winds. So look at this, we find the warm air coming in off the Atlantic, penetrating well into Europe as we go through next weekend, almost getting up towards the border with Russia. Temperatures way above average by that point. Some snow still for parts of Scandinavia, but outbreaks of rain coming down in towards Ireland and some parts of southern Scotland. Otherwise, lots of dry weather actually. That high pressure builds in from the Atlantic. Most parts of Europe will be turning dry, but still some showers of thunderstorms down around Greece. And the temperature is becoming very spring-like. So in the east of Europe, we'll be lifting up to around 7, 8, 9 degrees. In the west of Europe, we could well be up to 13, 14 or 15. 15 is 59 Fahrenheit, a real push of spring. So in summary, we're going to be starting off quite chilly in the north and the west, but generally fairly mild otherwise. And it's going to be turning milder as we get through next weekend. A taste of spring. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.